Once upon a time there was a king.
Hello.
And the king said,
Let there be light.
and there was light. The king saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day, and he called the darkness night. The king ruled over his kingdom and of the light, and it was good. The king adopted a daughter and made her a princess. She had everything she needed. One day, darkness entered the kingdom. The princess traded away her crown for a lie, and in doing so, sold herself as a slave to the darkness. She threw away her brightness and became poor, blind, miserable commoner. The darkness surrounded her, and though she cried pitifully over what she has done, she could neither regain her royal status nor free herself from slavery.
Where's light?
The more the princess
Where's
tried,
the father, the king? I'm afraid. Help me.
the more the princess tried to save herself, the more she stumbled. Her beautiful clothes became rags, and many wounds were all she got for her efforts. The king was sad. His son, the prince, too grieved.
She has traded away her birthright, and now she suffers. She cannot buy her own freedom.
Then I will save her, though it cost all I am and have.
So the king sent messengers on ahead so the princess would be ready to be saved by the prince.
The moon will shine like the sun, and the sunlight will be 7 times brighter like the light of 7 full days. When the Lord blinds up the wounds of his people and heals the wounds of the princess.
I want to be healed.
The prince will lead the blind by ways they have not known, along unfamiliar paths. He will guide them. He will turn the darkness into light before them and make the rough place smooth. These are the things the prince will do. He will not forsake his princess.
I want to see again. Down into darkness, open my eyes, let me see.
A star served as a beacon of light, drawing those who were wise to the prince. Through this prince all things have been made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. His light shone in the darkness, and the darkness could not overcome it. Yet though the world, including the princess, was made through the prince did not recognize him. The darkness blinded her. If she could only receive him, he would give the right to become a child of the king once again.
You are a child of the light and a child of the day. You do not belong to the night or to the darkness. But you are a princess, daughter of the king who lives in unapproachable light. Closer now. Close your eyes.
But the princess closed her ears as well as her eyes.
I have come into the world as a light, so you do not have to stay in the darkness. Whoever walks in the dark does not know where they are going. Believe in my light while you have the light, so that you once again may become a child of the king.
But the princess did not leave the darkness.
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in the darkness, but will have the light of life. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. You are going to have the light just a little while longer. Walk to me while you have the light before darkness overtakes you.
Yet the princess did not come to him, though he paid for her life with his own. This is the message we have heard from the prince and declare to you. The king is light. In him there is no darkness at all. If we walk in the king's light as the prince is in the light, we have fellowship with one another. And the blood of the prince, his son, purifies us.
You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. He's not here. David. Right here. No, not darkness. No, not you. You're the light guy. And put.
You are a light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a candle and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand and gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way,
let your light shine before others, that may you see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. For you were once darkness, but now you are the light of the Lord. Live as children of light, for the King who says,
Let light shine out darkness.
May his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of his glory displayed in the face of Christ.
who will add the candle, who will add the light, who will reach the princess and all the other princesses who are in the darkness.
this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. The light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
The point of this skit was that the princess represents all of us, the king represents Jesus, and the king represents God, and the prince represents Jesus. And the skit shows how the prince comes and he saves us from sin, which is the darkness, and that we should always try to let the light shine in the darkness to help us guide our way.